Through working with thousands of beginners who feel uncomfortable dancing in social settings, I identified the most common problems with rhythm, so we're fixing them today. If we haven't met yet, hi, my name is Monica, and I help take beginners from the sidelines onto the dance floor by building their dance skills and their confidence to dance in front of others. So if you struggle with those things, this is a place to be. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one. And if you're excited, like this video, let's jump right into it. Issue number one, and I'm going to play a song so you understand exactly what I mean, is not knowing what to follow in a song. Because a lot of times there's just so much going on and you don't know what to accent, yet we have to dance to something specific so that our dancing makes sense. And if you watch like advanced dancers, they're able to accent different things. They are dancing on one beat, they are dancing on another beat. They can dance in between the two beats. They are dancing on melody or vocals. If you're just starting out, what do you start with? Since there are so many different options. So take this song for example. Just give it a listen. Like, what would you follow in it? It's very easy to get overwhelmed, but I want you to keep in mind that to dance correctly, you have to be able to follow just one rhythmic pattern, not all of those. And the easiest beat to follow for a lot of beginners is the snare drum. If you've been watching my channel, I'm sure you're familiar with it. If not, I'm going to link my rhythm playlist below for you. I teach you exactly how to dance to the snare, so at least you can get started on the dance floor. But I don't want to talk about the snare anymore. So today we're going to tackle a totally different rhythmic pattern that you can also use on the dance floor. And it can actually be simple, it might actually be simpler than staying on beat. So we're going to talk about dancing to the melody or to the vocals. They're pretty much the same. When you're dancing, think about like being at a party, the song is playing. You have to be able to match the energy of the movements to the energy of what's going on in the song. And a lot of times when either it's like an intro, there is no beat yet, or maybe in the middle of the song when they take the beat out and all that's left is just melody or vocals that is a little bit more smoother, less energetic, you have to be able to know what movements to do during those parts of the song. And because the melody or vocals are usually smooth, you know, flowing, you can't do super big, energetic moves because it won't go together, right? So we also need the movements that are smooth, flowing, and kind of maybe on a slower side. My favorite go-to smooth movements are shifting weight. This one's pretty easy. If you want to make it look interesting, more interesting, you can add a little smooth shoulder roll to it. So you bring the shoulder up, push it forward, and that causes the body to shift to the other side. So you basically are going from leg to leg, just like this. See, this movement, definitely smooth. That's option one. If you like to move the upper body, if you prefer the hips, of course, we know the hip roll. This always works. It's a smooth continuous movement. So again, you have 4 points around you, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're just connecting them in one motion. Or figure 8 is another one of those moves that everyone knows. You again have 4 points around and you connect them on each side with each hip. So this is also good because those movements, they are continuous. So notice that I don't stop, right? Usually when we have the movement, when we match it to the beat, the movement stops for like a split second. Here, we're moving non-stop and therefore those movements match the melody or the vocals so nicely. Another example from my channel is the reverse figure 8. Basically any figure 8 will be good here, but the reverse is just as it sounds, you're starting from the back. So you're going back, front, back, front. Those are the 4 points and you connect them. Keeping the knees bent so the hip can draw that infinity sign. See, this is another example of a movement that goes non-stop.
I'm so tired of you always playing with my heart. I don't know if I can go on much longer. Wanted you to love me, but all I ever got was scars. You just keep on acting like you don't care. You've been hurting me like it's nothing, then telling me that you love me. I don't understand.
The best part about dancing to melody or vocals is that you don't have to follow the beat. So you can manipulate the speed at which you're moving, right? It can be any pace you want. You can go slower, faster, as you can see me do it here. And I always suggest feel good with one rhythmic pattern before you mix all kinds of different ones in one song, okay? So don't switch from dancing to melody, then you dance to the beat, then you dance in between the beat. Stick to one only when you feel very good at following one rhythmic pattern. Learn something new and bring more variety into your freestyle. And this song is a great example because you can hear all of those different beats, but you can still follow a smooth melody that's underneath it. Like the vocals are still smooth. So you can do those continuous movements, smooth movements, even though the beat is quite loud. It will still be correct because the melody and the vocals are still there. And let me play the intro of the song because there is no beat in the beginning and you still have to know what to do, right? So if we listen to it,
I'm so tired of you, always
right?
playing with my heart. I don't know if I can go on much longer.
The beat came here. So all of this time, the first 15 seconds, you still had to do something. You wouldn't be just standing there waiting for the beat, right? So those smooth movements are great for the intros as well. I help you build your rhythm skills from scratch inside my online program. So if you're one of those people who feel self-conscious on the dance floor because you don't know if you're dancing correctly, how to match the movements to the beat, how to stay on beat, and that prevents you from feeling truly confident when you're dancing at parties. If you need my help, book a call with me at a link below and let's see if we can work together. Let's see what specific issues you have and how we can fix them. You will find the link below in the description. And let's move on to issue number 2. We have to fix this one as well. Then issue number 2, this is very common. How do I dance when there is no beat? Like how do I dance when the beat disappears in a song? I like to do 3 things and you'll see which one is like the easiest for you. Let's say we start with whatever step. You're doing your basic step, you're dancing. The beat is there in the song, and then it switches to just melody. What I would do, option number 1, is keep going with the same exact step and do your best to do it with the same pace. Even as I'm talking, I'm trying to not change or speed up or slow down my feet. So that you wait out that portion of the song where there is no beat, and once it comes back, you will check if the feet still match the snare drum, and then you're safe. Okay, so this is the easiest thing to do. Just wait out those difficult parts of the song without changing anything. All right, let me show you. We're going to move the feet on the snare. The beat is there, and then watch what happens when it's gone. I didn't change a thing. I'm focusing hard. I can barely hear it. That was good. Okay, see, I came back, nothing changed. The snare is right where it's supposed to be. Okay, so this is how you can wait out those difficult periods of time. Option number 2, you want to use what we did in part 1. So when the beat is gone, you're going to switch to something that doesn't have to follow the beat anyway, such as our continuous movement, figure 8, whatever smooth move you know. Anything that I explained in part 1 will do. Hip roll, shifting weight, because that doesn't matter what speed you're doing it with. It will still be correct, because you're switching to a different rhythmic pattern, okay? So for that period of time where the beat is gone in the middle of the song, you will do smooth movements and then be very careful how to transition to, when the beat is back, because you're going to have to find it again to make sure the movements match it, right? So let's say I'll use our simple footwork. The beat is there in the song. I'm matching, all good, beat is gone. I will switch to something smooth. Do it for however many seconds the break is. Beat is back. I'm going to listen and I'm going to match. Okay, I'll show you with music, it will make more sense. So we're doing footwork, the beat is there. It's nice and easy. No beat. Let's switch to smooth moves. It can be one move, it can be two. Listen. And go back to the beat. Simple. And for option number 3, you have to know what your safe steps are, or at least one safe step. What I mean by that, it will be a movement that you can do without having to think about how to do it. Anything, right? It can be just a bounce, a knee bend. It can be something with the hips. Any movement that you always find yourself doing very easily. So now when the beat is gone, you're going to switch to that movement. Because chances are, because you know it so well, because you're so comfortable with it, it will be easier for you to maintain the same pace, okay? And let me show you how this works with the music. Pay attention to when the beat is gone and what I'm going to be doing to kind of wait out that period of time. Let me show you. So we're doing heeling on the snare, and then when the beat disappears, I'm going to use my safe step, okay? My safe step will be just moving one knee at a time. And I switch back to dancing on the snare, because now I'm safe. So there you go, guys. I hope those rhythm tips were helpful. I'm curious if you're going to start implementing them. Let me know in the comments what is difficult for you in terms of rhythm, so I can prepare more tutorials for you. And thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you soon in my next tutorial. Bye, guys.